Hello to people, so today we have this new Mahindra Mojo BS6 model with us. Thanks to Farhan of NAFS Motors for providing me this bike for the test ride. For any queries like booking related or for test ride details, you can contact them. I'll provide the details in the description below, you can check out that. Okay, let's get into the video soon. First, I'll be telling you what are the changes in this BS6 model. The pre-catalytic converter is installed to meet the emission norms according to the government rules. Second one is the change in position of the lambda sensor to behind the radiator, which earlier was prone to water and dust. And this all new BS6 ECU has been improved the fuel in lower raves. The ECU now is square in shape, compact, and mounting has been revised to make it better during water crossing. So those are all the only changes with this BS6 model. Coming to the engine and performance, this 295cc single cylinder liquid cooled heart of the Mojo has always been a gem and been praised for its higher refinement levels. It's got an advanced DOHC setup that crunches out the 25.35 bhp at 7300 rpm and 26 Nm of torque at 6000 rpm. The 6-speed gearbox makes it happy to cruise comfortably to meet the BS6 emission. There is a feature called limp home mode. This feature is not available in any bike of this segment due to the overheating or any sort of cooling related malfunction. The ECU restricts the bike at 5000 rpm and you can easily limp to your home or the nearest service station. That is actually a cool feature in this Mahindra Mojo. The seating posture on this Mahindra Mojo is just perfect given its touring DNA. The upright raised handlebars and the center set foot pegs, the new improved well cushioned larger rider and the Pillion seat make the Mojo extremely comfortable for long tours and city riding. Let's check that later. And the new telescopic suspension with the revised rake angle and the raised steering geometry introduced last year in the Mojo ABS PS4 make the bike feels a lot lighter and nimble. Let's check out the exhaust sound now, how it sounds. Before we used to get the dual exhaust, now it's the single exhaust. Let's check how it sounds. This bike now comes with a single exhaust setup that's been raised up to provide the better cornering clearance. The addition of pre-catalytic converter for the BS6 variant has made the exhaust note a bit mild but still remains the distinctive DNA. A few miss the dual exhaust setup, but the dual exhaust setup has to be given away due to really high production cost. What many don't know is these are premium exhausts designed specifically for Mojo and imported from the Italy. However, the dual exhaust setup can be added at an additional cost. Okay, I'm taking this bike into a bit off-road trial. The suspension setup is really good. The people who say that upside down suspension are missing in this BS6, first you need to try about this the new Mojo BS6. Later you'll get to know that you don't need that upside down suspension. The telescopic forks are really good in this off-road as well, provides really great comfort. And the Pirelli Angel CT tires are really good urban tires that provide a good trade-off between the tire life, grip and price. These are the bias tires, which means that they can take some good beating off-road as well. You can see that. Was riding in the city for quite few kilometers and there was a lot of traffic and I don't feel any sort of much heat coming out from the engine or the engine heat touching your legs. So it's a bit comfortable in the city also. You can easily cruise and overtake the vehicles easily. Braking is the another aspect with majority improvement on this new Mojo BS6 model. It retains the same 320mm pedal disc brake and 240mm brake disc brake, but the bi-brake setup makes a world lot of difference compared to the JG1 units that the XT had before. You now have the better braking, but most importantly better feel and feedback out of the brakes that inspires a lot of confidence. Dual channel ABS comes standard, adding to the safety net and works really well with the right amount of perfectness on the road and the off-road. Mahindra along with the bi-brake and Continental took a lot of time to develop the braking, and the ABS system and outcome is simply superb. You can actually feel while riding it. It's now easily one of the best braking segments. The tuning is really good, and the increased bottom end torque thanks to all new BS6 ECU and the largest sprocket at the rear. Despite of the reduced power on paper, I 65 kg rider managed to hit a top speed of 140 km per hour with the Pillion and the Speedo. You can see that the bike's just like its previous versions happily cruises around like 120 to 125 km per hour, and its strong mid-range always has enough juice for quick overtakes in the city or the highways as well. Girish was my Pillion rider who was with me during this ride. I just asked about him how was the comfortability sitting at the back. He was really happy about the new Mojo 300 BS6 comfortability. He felt he didn't feel any sort of stress or anything here. He felt that softness in the seat. The seat is also well formed and cushion type. During long rides also it will be very useful, and the grab rails also you can hold it perfectly for family or any couples also. It will be very useful to hold. This is the 21 liters tank capacity, so you don't need to stop anywhere on the highways during your long rides to refuel the tank. So it will be perfect for very long rides as well, and as well the short city ride as well. The tank quality, I mean the paint quality feels so great, feels so awesome and looks premium and feels premium too. The Mojo has really done a great job. So see you all in the next vlog. Until then, bye.